EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, they're working on it for a little bit. They'll look to throw here. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, Lauletta. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On second down, it's Tomlinson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on fourth down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Over.
On second down, Ingram. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff to Ingram. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Watching now, Barney.
He'll look to throw. He dumps it down to Ingram. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
throw now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, Green 39.
A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're running. Ingram. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
Gone!
They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Broncos are in for 6. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out come the Chargers. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That one's complete to Tomlinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, it's Lauletta. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Lauletta. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. But he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Miles Jack in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Lauletta. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Justin Houston in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And Lutz's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Broncos coming out now. They go play action here on 1st down. Out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got some space here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Lawletta looking for a first down throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Lawletta. And he's got his target. That's more. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Lawletta. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jalen Smith in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Lucky 56.
Now Lauletta on first down. Now he'll let it go deep left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
On first down, Lauletta. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now Tomlinson on the handoff. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Back there, not Philly. Here we go.
They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the handoff, Tomlinson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they'll try the air now with Lauletta. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Justin Houston in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Here's Lauletta. His throw caught right around the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will tie things up at 6-6. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gone! Leopard!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 39. Over. All right, now, look at 56.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. 319.
They go screen. This is Ingram. And some room to work. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Walletta on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Drops this off to Tomlinson, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
No. Check. Patriot.
Lauletta looking to throw on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and pick it up with Tomlinson. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Watch it now, Barney.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Lauletta, and he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Miles Jack in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Lauletta. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Miles Jack getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First carry for Trenton Cannon. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll look to throw here. He goes underneath for Yeldon. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Chargers getting set to go, and a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
On 1st down, it's Lauletta. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
From the gun, here's Lauletta. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Here's Lauletta. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards. They'll run. Tomlinson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They come out here in the eye. Tomlinson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Lauletta on 3rd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney.
Desperation time on 4th down for Lauletta. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. O.J. Howard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And instead of a looming overtime, things have changed dramatically. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They're up by 1. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. You know, all the admonitions as they ran out there. Take care of the ball. Secure everything. Be tight in everything that you do. No let up. No crazy plays. And they can go home with a victory.
Let's see here if they can do all those things and hang on to this victory. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Steps it, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for Denver. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
They'll look to throw. finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Chargers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Over! 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 Over!
Lauletta now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Lauletta. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Keenum going to lead the Broncos out now 1st and 10. To his knee goes Keenum, and that should be the ball game. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm